Let's go straight to the point, my friend. Let's go straight to the point. You're living as long as you're studying something, as long as you're learning. You might say you're learning anyway in this world. But there are a lot of messy stuff which you can find out if you go to any math or physics book or anything as what you might consider as not even hard skill. I would consider it as fundamental skill or fundamental knowledge. When the fundamental knowledge transferred to fundamental skill is when you understood formulas and what's standing behind them, not just recognizing them. And that might sound, I don't know if you trust me, but trust me or not, I spent last 2.5 years studying formal sciences, and I was just studying math. I didn't even touch physics. Now I'm starting doing physics. I knew physics very well from the school, but I didn't know it with calculus, and now I started to do it with calculus. And of course it's not that hard to put it in my head because I already knew like formulas and so on, but the general view when it's messed up with calculus was kind of hard at the beginning. After 3 weeks of reading, I started notice that I'm starting to understand. I was just reading a textbook, and that is, I wasn't even doing any problems because I've done a lot of problems during the school, and I just went through them without, even diving in deep into them. You might say, bro, it's not serious. Yeah, I agree with you. Only if I didn't spend another 2,000 hours solving calculus problems. So there wasn't a big difference for me. Yeah, and I was scared of starting power electronics course. It's not exactly power electronics, it's more of electrical motors, because all that magnetic stuff was a bit of out of space for me at the moment, because it was like I didn't understand the difference between electric and magnetic fields since the school, and no teacher could explain to me that. But then I figured out there are different philosophy for describing the world around and physical objects, and force characteristic of some field is one of way to describe them. Plus there's some energetic approaches through energy and so on. And at the end of the day, I figure out I thought like I need to spend like 1 year at least studying physics, which is kind of cool. But one plus thing I found on top to all of that, I wasn't really interested to studying physics for the year. I didn't understand why. I wanted to go from motion with calculus, which I didn't ever had, through to the waves and optics and heat and so on. And then I was like, wait, I don't want to do it. Why? Because reading, 3 weeks of reading was enough for me to move forward. I realized that if I'm not interested about something, and I'm ready to do it, but I'm not really interested. I don't know, like I'm just straight away, I sat down to my desk, ready to do it, and I'm like, okay, I can do it, but like for somehow I don't consider it's worth it to go through it. Which is different from the power electronics course, where I couldn't even start because I was so scared. I thought like you need to be a genius to study it. No. One more thing I only made sure during this process. There only one subject in this world which you need to study, which is math. There's nothing else hard in engineering. They're only math. And the second is how to study. So there are two subjects, math and studying. That's it. There are no other subjects harder than this. Like, I mean, I have ADHD. It's like so hard for me to sit down and do something. But I know how to use my attention to and my brain to become professional at something. I can just point my brain to something, become hyper focused on it, and then hyper interested, and then I already spent 3,000 hours on solving math problems and studying different fields of it, of applied math, not that theoretical. I'm not about it really. Like, I mean, I'm interested, but somehow I need make money. So with applied math, with theoretical math, I know if I will go inside of it, I never will get out, and probably I will starve. Yeah. So there are no subjects at the engineering field which you can't do after you study math, and I was pretty convenient about it before I started to study math, and at the end of the day, that was true. Yeah, if you know how to study, if you study math, you know how to study in general. And then you have math to understand anything you need in this world. At the end of the day, when somebody telling you something, some theory, you would say, could you formalize it on the paper? Because I'm not sure I understand correctly what you say. Like, I need something to, it somehow be described in like defined terms. Like, I need something, some formalization. And that's kind of crazy, because when he was first year student, he was like, I don't need all of this formalization. Why couldn't you just explain to me in simple words? Which is so important, to explain hard concepts in simple words. It's so important. I'm telling you, it's so important. There's like so many universities just skipping on it. Like, so many professors just skipping on it. I understand them because they're following the science rigorous approach, which is so important for science, but might be so useless for students, especially for grad students, or even second year students, or even for third year students, for any type of students in general, for the human. But like, when other person trying to explain you something and you really want to understand him or understand some concept, just give me mathematical notation which explains it, because otherwise I can't guarantee to you that I understood you properly. And that's crazy. That's absolutely mind-blowing. After like several years doing it, I'm like, oh shit, that's so freaking crazy. Like, I see all of that, I can touch it. Math is like developing hands in the theoretical, let's imagine it's theoretical space which doesn't exist in the real space. Like, we exist in physical space, but what if there's some theoretical field exists where everything defined and all the ideas of people are written? In order to be in this place, you need to develop a body to be in this space. Like, you need to, like, by learning math, you're developing hands to touch objects in this theoretical space. And I'm telling you, it's exactly how it feels. I don't know, it's so crazy. It's so fucking crazy. I thought like I need to spend, like, I spent 2.5 years studying math and stuff and all other formal sciences, and like, then to do natural science I need like to spend so many years. And no, it's like a shortcut. It's like, if you understand basic principles, math is only helping you to understand them deeper. If you know physics on school level very well, it's like, that's so easier. It's much easier now, I'm telling you. Only you need to know is calculus. And like, Why I'm saying only calculus? It's not just calculus. I don't know, like for most of you it's probably calculus 1 plus calculus 2 plus calculus 3, but it's not that hard. I'm telling you, it's not that hard. If you divide this material day by day, approach it, and then like, it's like not that hard. Just give it time. Give it a year or two, and for the rest of your life, you could touch any engineering subject without any problems. Plus study physics in 3 weeks as I did. Like, I don't need any more. It was enough for me to continue with electrical motors and studying electrical motors, which is, I don't know if I'm correct. Guys, like, I'm not a professor. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of much harder subjects in engineering. Sorry if I'm like mistaken, but like electrical motors is so freaking hard to study, I'm telling you. I don't know, maybe it just feels as calculus in the beginning, you know, but like with knowing calculus, it's so much easier. That's freaking shit. I don't know if there anything I don't even know what to do now in my life. Like, I want to make money, you know, but I don't see any so interesting job which I can do now, because like I'm so deep in science and at learning, and I'm not sure I could ever be able to go to the real job, because I'm just I don't know, science researcher and self researcher at my maximum. Yeah, I would like to go deeper, you know, in math and stuff, like maybe theoretical math, but like I do need to make money now. That's where I'm at right now in my life. I don't know. And I don't even need power electronics. I'm not planning to work as electrician or PCB designer or anything like, I don't know, like maybe embedded developer one day. But like, I don't even have internships in my country. I don't even have jobs, not only internships. I have like 6 job posting on any kind of electronic or automating job. Like, I don't know, like, somehow I need to then move somewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure I even need it. I would like to move, honestly. I would like to move from my country, out of my country, outside of my country. Yeah. But like, I don't know. There were just those muscles in the morning I had. I don't know. I was like, I have nothing to tell you anymore. I was just like about to share these because that's so killing me. Like last month or two, I was like, fuck physics, fuck power electronics, because like my specialization is math. I don't want even to go inside of it. Like, I need to continue with math just to like land some job. I need like to start some coding or whatever. Like, I was like, oh my godness, I'm not sure like it's even a place to do. Like, oh, I was so scared of it. I was like, and then now I studied, and like I was like, oh, there's nothing a lot to do with that, because you already know math. It's like, it's nothing that big and hard. Yeah.